Chilton County Country Way. On in Mayhem, we're ready to ride Franco.
Good morning, my little peaches. The time is 7:01 on this Thursday. We made it almost through the week. It's Friday Eve.
Yes.
Woo! This has been a week. Baden and I have a lot to do today before he leaves to go set up for the ball game, because we still have stuff to set up for the ball game that's not ready. We have to do the pre-setup. We have not done all of it yet. So yes, there is a ball game tonight. It is. Who is it? I've already forgotten. Baden. Oh, yeah, Isabella and Thorsby. I'm sorry. We got two games this week, so I'm getting them confused. Isabella and Thorsby is tonight at Thorsby. That kickoff is at 6:30. Is that correct? And then tomorrow, me and Baden and Jason are going to be broadcasting live. We're giving Andy the day off if he wants it. Are going to be broadcasting live from the Cranston Bowl in Montgomery, because at tomorrow night, Maplesville and Fife head off against each other. So football actually starts tonight. We'll not have a coach's show tonight. We will have one tomorrow night. Not tomorrow, next week. I don't know what I'm doing. Look, menopause, y'all, has got me all the way messed up. I've been going through it for a hot minute, and I don't even know what I'm doing half the time.
Well, that and the fact that
I'm struggling.
That Baden's trying to save electricity or something this morning and refuses to turn the monitor on up here.
I tried it and it didn't come on.
Driving me crazy. It's got me all out of whack.
I know. I like to have that monitor on too. I like to look at myself, I guess. I don't know what it is. I just need to make sure that everything's going smoothly.
Yeah. Make sure your hair looks good, all that. Yeah.
Everything that I had pulled up a while ago has just disappeared. I'm so excited about that. I don't know what's going on over here. Look, we did Jamie's show last night, and it didn't go well. A big storm came through Trussville, knocked the power out for a second, knocked the internet out for the rest of the evening. And so we tried to do a Facebook Live. Half the stuff that the guys sent to me came in a weird format. I lost two of the videos that I was creating for the graphics and stuff. Last night was not good. And our show, I say ours, it's actually his, show is going to be today at 4, and who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, they should put you on the computers, because you apparently are so computer savvy.
Yeah, I am so.
And you probably could have got a job with Hillary Clinton, just deleting things.
Oh, wow, okay.
Just deleting things, you know.
Mm-hmm. You went all the way there.
I'm just saying. I mean, yesterday I was sitting here and Teresa's like, something went missing. I think Baden come out and said, "Yeah, you deleted it."
I did do that.
And then I think you may have deleted another file or two. I don't know.
I've done. Look, this week has not been good for me.
Yeah.
If you want something deleted, I'm your girl.
Like I said, Hillary may be calling your phone later.
I don't know what in the world is going on, but I am on the struggle bus this week, big time.
Can you help me with these emails? You know.
yeah, right. I'll help you. I'll help you out with the emails.
Yeah, they'll be gone in no time.
Ricky said his video that he's been trying to send me for 3 days now is still processing. Poor Jamie. He wants his show to go off without a hit. And I told him last night, I said, I hope you realize that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, be prepared. There's going to be hitch after hitch on the first show. And he has Rick Burgess calling in.
Really?
And Rick is like, got a studio that's on crack. And they don't have those types of things. What we're doing is very low budget compared to what Rick does. I don't know. So yeah. Those of y'all that want to tune in tonight and watch the disaster unfold before your very eyes, you can tune in at 4:00 on Dixie Sports Plus YouTube, and it will also be on Facebook Live on Jamie's Facebook page, Jamie Curley.
It's nothing like live.
Huh?
There's nothing like live.
Oh, right? Yeah, because,
Yeah.
I don't know. See, if we get guests that are that might say words and stuff, we're going to have to put that bleeper on it.
Oh,
that
yeah,
bleeps
that
it
delay.
out.
Yeah.
This show, I have to be a little more family friendly. Jamie's show is for guys. Enough said.
Yeah. Talking football and all that, right?
All right, I want to say good morning to our morning show sponsors. Thank you to Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Jim and Julia. We appreciate y'all so much. Also to Julie Holderfield Agency and Country Financial Insurance, Central Alabama Wellness, our friend Zena Cardwell. She has her own show on Saturdays. Starts at 9 a.m. and goes until 10. It's Empower Hour with Zena. So if you want a blessing, you're definitely want to check that out. Also, our bestie, Mike Baker at Coca-Cola. You're not. Bill does this with me. You are a rebel. You refuse. You just go ahead and get your drink and take a swig.
Yeah, I want my drink when I get here.
What's happening? But I'm going to pop the top as I normally do every morning. Mike absolutely loves this sound. 1, 2, 3.
If you can tell by looking at me, I'm the guy
Coca-Cola to you.
I'm the guy that'll get my food and like eat it. It's not riding beside me in the car on the way home, So get my Coke out of the fridge, it's getting open.
Yeah, you're not waiting.
Yeah, it's so good I can't wait.
Not playing around.
Yeah.
Also, thank you to our Chilton County Chamber of Commerce. Rachel and Brandy do a great job there. Larry Puckett Chevrolet, they have the largest pre-owned inventory in the area. They are located in Prattville. So before you go buy a car or even look at a car anywhere, please go check out Larry Puckett Chevrolet. Putter Up, Ken and Leela, they have indoor mini golf, and it's electric. It's on crack in there. It is so cool. Lights, the technologies in the putter. You can keep up with your score throughout the months. You can also change it up and make different challenges so that you can do 9 holes and you can come around and do 9 more, and it's completely different the next time around. So check them out, but you're going to want to make reservations because they fill up pretty quickly. Thank you also to Jake and his team at Save More. And they also have their truckload sale. You can download the app and have the sale directly to your phone. You can do that on your smartphone through the Google Play app or the what is the one for Apple? Is it the Apple Store? The Apple
I don't
Store?
know.
I don't know.
Apple
I used to
Play,
be an
I
Apple
don't
girl,
know.
not so much anymore.
Yeah.
But they've got all kinds of great stuff on sale for their truckload sale. Right now, their whole boneless ribeyes, $9.99 a pound, just in time for Labor Day. They also have Boston whole butts, leg quarters, bacon. Look, their Little Debbie's 2 for $5. Their Coca-Cola products, 3 for $11. You cannot beat this deal. They also have their best choice cheese with their little digital coupon. It ends up being $1. So that's why you need to download that app. Make sure you shop local. Shop at Save More Associated Foods here in Clinton. Also, thank you to Bruce at Old Orchard Amish Furniture. We appreciate him so very much. I got all kinds of papers. At 8 o'clock, I'm going to go ahead and warn you. We have our friends from Safe House. Let's see, we've got Mary Catherine and Lena Tudor. They're going to come and talk about Safe House and all the different services that they offer. This is going to be a topic with a very sensitive nature. It involves domestic violence against anybody, including children. So if that is a trigger for you, and it's not something you want to hear or listen to or anything like that, you're not going to want to tune in at 8 o'clock because that's what we're going to be discussing. And if you are around small children and you don't want them to hear it, just letting you know. But it's going to be a very informative interview. It's going to have a lot of stuff that people probably don't know that is offered here. And with the things that have been going on lately in and around Chilton County, Bibb County, let's see, what is that? Jefferson County. Mm-hmm. It is a topic that needs to be,
need
talked
time
about.
for discussion.
It's time to have the discussion. So and you need to know where you can go and what you can do should it happen to you, your family. So tune in at 8 for that. And then this is so sad. I absolutely loved this man. I loved watching the videos of him. He's just such a he was called the world's nicest judge, the world's kindest judge. Judge Frank Caprero has passed away at the age of 88. He was battling pancreatic cancer, and he passed away yesterday. So sad because, I mean, if you've ever seen the videos, I know you'll know who he is. He has the slick back, hair. He just, his son looks just like him. His son made a statement.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, looks just like him. And he was the one that, if you were just single mom, gets a bunch of parking tickets because she can't find anywhere else to park, he would let it go. There were people that got different tickets that maybe were going through chemo. He would dismiss their cases. He was just really a kind man. Yeah. If you have not seen his videos, you might want to go check those out because there's a ton of them out there.
Very compassionate. Very nice.
I loved him. He was 88 years old, and I did not realize, and he was still doing these videos up until he got diagnosed, which is about 2 years ago.
Really?
That's how long he'd been fighting it. That's what my mom passed away from. That is...
It's a terrible cancer.
It
terrible
is not
disease.
one that there's no cure for it, pretty much. When you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
And then it's just a matter of treating you and giving you a quality of life.
Keeping you comfortable.
So that is one thing that his son said is, his dad was beloved, and he wants everybody to show each other a little more kindness. So I believe it. If his son's not a attorney or a judge, he should be because he looks like one.
Is.
I feel like he probably would follow in his dad's footsteps. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Man, that's so sad. I hate that.
Yeah.
That breaks my heart. I loved watching, and you can go back and still watch his videos, but there's not going to be, I don't know that anybody can fill his shoes.
Yeah, he was just good at it. He like I said, he would listen, came across compassionate, and, it was entertaining also.
There was like young people that were working 2 jobs, going to school full time, just have all kinds of things going wrong in their life. And we all, you understand those things, and maybe they did something, they'll tell you they did it, but paying the fine and showing up was difficult, and he'll be like, I understand, and he would just say, okay, no fines for you today. And I love that. I love that about him. That kind of compassion. We all should have that. I'm going through menopause right now. I don't have it. I'll be honest. I don't have it. My frustration level is at an all-time high. We were talking about that before the show started. It's at an all-time high. I have 0 patience. I'm permanently irritated, I think. Right. Yesterday was not a good day for me. And Baden and Andy were giving me the business about it. If I could ruin it yesterday by touching it or looking at it, I pretty much did.
Yeah,
so.
delete.
Baden was like, he wanted to change his name yesterday because I couldn't even get the printer to work. It was awful. All right, it is 7:14. We're going to take a quick break because Andy has to call his children, and I think that is so sweet.
Yeah.
He checks in every morning with the kids. I mean, that's not the only reason that we're taking a break, but it's an important reason why we got to take one. So y'all stay with us. We'll be right back. And when we come back, y'all, we got to talk about these 80s acts that are still performing. We're going to do that when we come back. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Andy broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. Stay with us. We will be right back.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600 4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
Oh, we are back. The time is 7:17. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy here with you, broadcasted live from the Clanton Tractor Studios. I want to remind everybody, next Tuesday is Election Day for all the seats that they're running. I know council and mayor.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. I have no clue. I'm not voting in anything because I haven't been in Clear long enough. I know a single soul there.
Yeah.
My neighbor I met, the stepkids that live around the corner, got one in one direction, one in the other, and my hubby. Those are the people that I know in Calera right now. I'm not, normally I'm very friendly and get out there and get after it, but when I get home, I just want to be at home and stay at home and enjoy my home, and I get my jammies on, and that's it. That's
Just
what
hang
I
out in
do.
the house, huh?
Friday nights we do trivia, and this Friday, I don't see that happening tomorrow night. My brother's coming Saturday, and I need to be able to, get the house a little bit organized.
Take him to trivia.
No, he's coming Saturday,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
on Friday.
Oh,
And
okay.
I don't know. Sometimes I just need a break.
Yeah, I understand.
I need a break. But yeah, remind everybody to cast your votes on Tuesday. Here locally, we have the mayoral race, and that is heated up pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we also have in Jemison, they have several candidates for mayor and several candidates for city council. They're all great.
Yeah.
If I lived in Jemison, I would just have to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, honestly, because they all seem like great. They're all passionate. They all want to see something better for their community. They're not career politicians by any means. And, I hope that whoever wins, the others will support them and still stay as committed.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And I don't see that not happening. I think it will. Jemson's a small town. They seem pretty tight-knit.
It's a good community.
Yeah, very good community. And so I wish them all the luck. One thing I love to do is reminisce and relive my childhood. I grew up predominantly my impressionable years in the 80s. And that's where some of the best music ever came out. And I get really nostalgic, and I really like to listen to it. I love it that some of these acts are still making music and touring and, letting people relive their youth a little bit. But sometimes you just got to know when to quit.
Yeah.
A lot of these acts are coming back. You've got the Motley Crue and the Poison and the
Def
the
Leppard,
boys, the
AC/DC.
new kids. I mean, you're seeing them. They're coming back in
Yeah.
concert. They did the Pat Benatar Heart Steel tours. However, sometimes the lifestyle you led during those years of performing creates a situation for you later where maybe you need to stop.
Yeah.
And David Lee Roth recently performed in Gary, Indiana. He looks bad. He sounds worse. Bless him. He's and I don't know. I guess he was a decent artist back in the day, but he was more. They were more performing. They were getting it. They had the long hair and the cool outfits
high energy,
and the 80s had a lot of screaming and high pitched type of, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that. I mean, look at AC/DC and Quiet Riot. That kind of. But it was great. Don't get me wrong. Loved it. Now I will say this about David Lee Roth. He's having a ball on stage. He looks like he is having the time of his life performing. I hate it that it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His voice is not quite what it used to
not.
be.
Bless him. He's giving it a good go. I will say that. He's getting the people there. They're listening to him. But it's kind of like for a little bit, a lot of it though, Motley Crue, when Vince Neil, his voice, it was not good there. And he was in concert and everybody would be great except for Motley Crue. And I hate that because in their day, they were like,
oh yeah.
He would hit notes that people were like, because I watched the movie about I forgot what it was called, but did you see that biography? It was pretty cool. He would hit notes, and it was unbelievable how he could hit those notes,
Really?
And now he's not hitting those notes. They're having to rearrange the music, the way they play it, a little bit to accommodate the range that he can hit now. And I just I hate that for David Lee Roth. He was a hot mess anyway, even when he was in Van Halen.
Yeah.
He created a lot of... But, of course, I will say, the thing about Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen especially, he was a phenomenal guitar player, but he was an egomaniac as far as, this is my band, we're doing things my way. And I just really think that when you have a band and you're all together and you're all playing together all the time, that just because your last name is the name of the band doesn't necessarily mean you're the only one in it. And you cannot be like that. That is the quickest way to break up, which is pretty much what happened.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of bands because they've always got that guy in there,
Yeah. The one guy who's like, this is my band. I put this together. We're doing this my way or the highway. And then everybody goes to the highway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
we got enough money. We don't need you. Let's go.
I had a band. What happened?
Yeah.
And then they go out and try to create a whole new one with just him. And, it's just.
Don't work. Yeah.
And then you've got like Journey. They're all together except for the main ingredient. That's like baking a cake with no flour.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be done. I mean, you can get a replica, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. I'm not gonna go pay money to see Journey because Journey to me, the singer where the majority of the music came from was the lead singer, and it's not the same. Just because the guy sounds like him doesn't mean it's the same.
Yeah.
You've got Queen, who's got, I guess it's still Adam Lambert, is their lead singer. It's not the same. It's not Queen.
Yeah.
I get, in those cases, yes, it's still the band, but the main ingredient's not there.
Right.
And, obviously Freddie Mercury, he passed away. And like the Eagles now, one of the main ingredients passed away, and then they've kind of had to supplement that. Now, they still sound good, but it's still not the same to me.
Yeah.
I saw the Eagles when the Eagles were the Eagles back in 1994. when their Hell Freezes Over tour. I was in the nosebleed section, and I did not care.
I bet it was great.
I was just happy to be there. They sounded phenomenal. Phenomenal. One of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. I absolutely love that concert.
Just like AC/DC, they could, if they lose Angus Young or Brian Johnson, they can shut her down.
Shut her down, yeah. I mean,
yeah, because they've
just-
got to be, you know, one of those, both those guys. It's that combo that makes it so good.
and even when I went to see Kiss, I saw them one time when, you know, it was, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons were the front men.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. And, you know, they've had the others, the drummers and the other guitarists have kind of rotated in and out. But I did get to see also when Ace, I think Ace Frehley and Peter Criss were both there. I can't remember now. At least once when they let them all come back and then they let them all go again. I don't know. I've never, you know, because they couldn't do what they were supposed to do. But it's still, I guess because the two main frontmen were still there, it was still kind of Kiss.
Yeah.
But it never really was. In '87, it was not
Yeah.
Kiss.
It's like
It wasn't the
Gene Simmons.
original. Huh?
I like Gene Simmons. He's such a cool.
Paul Stanley's
guy.
cool too, though. You know, he's an artist.
Yeah.
He paints, and his paintings go for thousands on thousands of dollars, and they're beautiful. He has some that are very, very large for like large areas, and they're really, really cool. Yeah, he doesn't just make money from royalties. He's also, you know, both he and Gene Simmons very good at entrepreneurship and figuring out a way to keep it going when it all rolls out. See, somebody like David Lee Roth can't figure that out, so they keep, you know, keep doing something even though they can't really do it anymore. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. They
And
just
it's
keep
just-
on. It's time to quit. You know.
And you're still charging $1,800 for people to come see you, and you're not even a karaoke singer at that point.
Kind of letting them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. I got comments here. Child, that was not necessary. My child said that one Kiss concert looked like to be the best time of your life. It was. Just so let's get that out there. It was. It was 1996, and it was one of the best times that I ever had at a Kiss concert. Got my face on the front page of the Birmingham News, and that's all I'm going to say.
You were having fun.
I was on the front row. I was
Yeah.
excited to be there. I was happy. Beverages might have been consumed. And I got on the front page. And everybody in my circle has never let me live that down.
Hopefully, you got a copy of that.
Oh, I do. I do. It's buried in the bottom of my trunk full of 50,000 pictures that I have planned to put in photo albums someday.
Teresa.
Which I need to get working on that.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's important. Look, my grandmother, she was a firm believer in photos, and she had photo albums that, you know, grandmas, they get them, they're this thick, and she had like 5 of them. Well, my father, who has now passed away, he put them in a storage unit and apparently didn't pay the storage bill.
Oh, no.
Forgot about the storage unit, something. All that stuff went away. So I don't have any of it anymore. I do have some from negatives that my grandfather took, and I have some copies that I found that my mom had, and those are just in stacks and stacks. I got so many pictures. It would take me, and I'd have to get my oldest child to help me, and probably my sister, to sit around for a whole weekend and at least try to break through some of those pictures. It would take me forever. But I do need to do it because my kids deserve that, to have those memories.
I didn't know what you would do with a negative now. Does anybody know what to do with those?
You can still have them. You can send them in, and they can process them and make photos out of them. But these are like, you put them in the little slide thing, the projector thing, and you just press the
Oh,
button.
okay. Yeah.
It was those.
Yeah.
I have a lot of those that my grandfather. I did get those. I got his projector, I got his screen, and I got all of the
Oh, that's cool.
photos. Yeah,
really
and I
cool.
got the not just the projector, but the wheel that sits on it that has all the negatives in it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That is cool.
I know.
I think those were called slides.
It's in the garage in a tote. My poor garage. It looks better now. I worked on it last weekend. I got it cleaned up. I did. I promise. All right, it's 7:31. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, there's some items at Walmart from the sea. You're going to probably want to check out the dates on them because they may be harmful to your health. We will talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studios. We will be right back.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun. Stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts.
The Dive Cajun Restaurant is now open, located just off exit 205 in Clinton. The Dive Cajun Restaurant has a family atmosphere and a menu that offers the best Cajun food around, with plenty of options to choose from that's full of flavor. Fried alligator, gumbo, shrimp and grits, crawfish fettuccine, jambalaya, steaks, burgers, salad, and more. Open 7 days a week to serve you. Like us on Facebook for hours and menu. Serving up that Bayou goodness at the Dive Cajun Restaurant in Clinton. All right, we are back. The time is 7:33. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy here with you. If you bought some frozen shrimp from Walmart, you're going to want to check it out because it's got a recall on it. And Lord, my page disappeared. Do you have that? You don't have that pulled up, do you?
I do not.
Hold on. Let me get to it. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. Oh, let's see. It's got a radioactive contamination warning. This was sold in 13 states. I don't know if any of it's here. Let's see.
I think Alabama was listed on
I
there.
want to say it was too. Yeah. Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, and West Virginia.
They pretty much got us surrounded. Everything
Yeah, pretty
but
much.
Tennessee, huh?
Pretty much the United States. So.
Or the south, this whole southern corner down here. They were these glow in the dark shrimp.
I think so.
I mean,
It said
radioactive
the recalled
shrimp.
shrimp won't make you glow green.
Okay.
But a radioactive component has been found in the shipping containers and in one sample. That's pretty serious, if you ask me. I mean, of course they're going to downplay it because they don't want to look like, that they've caused a major issue. But when that many states have a possibility of contaminated shrimp, I'd say it's an issue.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people use that. They use it for different dishes that they make because it's easy. It's frozen. You just put it in the freezer. You pop it out. You can do whatever you want to with it.
They're self-cooking.
They're
self-cooking.
They're self-cooking?
Yeah.
Because they're radioactive?
Yes.
Let's see. The detection of cesium-137 in shipping containers in Los Angeles, Houston, Miami, and Savannah, Georgia. And the FDA said it collected multiple samples and confirmed the presence of the cesium in one sample of the this is the breaded shrimp, not the I guess the
Yeah.
raw or peeled
The
or whatever you
unbreaded.
call it. So they're saying that if you have a best by date of March 15th, 2027, probably just going to go ahead and toss it out. I guess they'll give you your money back. They're working on the impacted stores. I mean, even low doses can be bad.
Yeah.
So for them to downplay it like that is wild to me. But sporadic exposure probably is not so
Probably not.
bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't really say what to do about if you. I guess you go back up there and, cause a riot. That's what we're
I
doing.
wonder if they
these
sell
days.
radioactive suits. We'll get them to return your shrimp or put it in one of those little silver bags, wrap them in aluminum foil, make yourself a hat before you go.
Yeah. That's like the second or third time that something from Walmart has had to have a recall on it,
Yeah.
on the food. Maybe just shop at Save More.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I think that's the best thing to do. Shop small, shop local,
Yeah.
save more.
No radioactive shrimp at
No.
Save More.
No. And they will look fresh produce. I mean fresh, straight
Local.
farm to table, fresh produce, local at Save More. The meats, they take it out, they cut it right then and there and package it themselves. Can't get any
Yeah.
fresher than that. And they will, if you call them and say, "Hey, I can't get there till 7 after the meat department closes," they will tell them what you want. They'll cut it, prepare it, and have your name on it waiting on you.
Perfect.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
service.
you don't
right
get any
there.
better than that. You're right.
Don't even worry about going to Wally World and getting anything.
Yeah.
Just get it all at Save More. I would.
Yeah.
I'm
you can-
gonna.
Plus, you can save more with the
You do.
sale coming up this weekend.
Yes, you do. The truckload sale. They got all kinds of good stuff on sale. So y'all need to check that out. Download the app. You definitely, this is the Save More circular. You can get it when you walk in. But if you download the app, you can see they have daily deals. They have digital coupons. They have all these things that you can do, and you can save lots of money. Like the cheese with the digital coupon
Yeah.
costs you $1.
Good deal.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's a very good deal. Okay, it's 7:38. We got to talk about we've talked many times about HOAs, and I'm not a fan of HOAs, especially when things like this happen. And I think HOAs usually have people that don't. They never were over anything in their life, and they've gotten the opportunity to be able to tell people what to do. They get a little power in their hands, and it goes to their head. In Fairburn, Georgia, a woman was recovering from chemotherapy, and she discovered that her homeowners association had cleared out her bank account.
Very nice.
Guess why? Because she fell behind in her homeowners.
Oh, it is.
But guess why she fell behind? Because she was in the hospital because she's so sick. She's got a rare form of cancer. She only has 3 years to live. And they're wiping her bank account out even after she told them what was going on.
Yeah.
And the attorney took his $127 for having to do it.
Yeah.
I think that is crappy.
It's scrappy. Yeah.
I don't even believe in homeowners association. If I buy a house, that is my house, that is my piece of property,
Yeah.
and I don't think anybody anywhere should be telling me what I need to do with it.
Yeah. But if you buy in that neighborhood, you're bound to that HOA.
But are you?
Yeah.
How, though? How can somebody
Pretty
tell
much.
you that?
Usually whenever you do your mortgage, they have paperwork in there that you agree to follow the rules and become a member of that HOA.
Yeah, I'm not ever going to be a member of an HOA. Not going to happen. Matter of fact, hubby and I were talking about this. I saw that this morning. He was getting ready to go to work. And I said, if and when we ever sell this house and move somewhere else, we will not ever move into a neighborhood that it has a HOA over
Right.
it. Ever. Never. That's not going to happen. I will live in a tent. I'm okay with that.
I don't think you'd make it long in the tent.
I could. maybe a couple
I wonder
hours.
when she gave them permission to access. She had to give them permission at some point to access her
Well,
bank
you
account.
have to.
Or they get a judgment, and then the judgment.
It's a
took the money
garnishment,
out.
yeah. Says she was bedridden, recovering from treatment, and that she had just enough money in her bank account to pay for her electric bill and some other bills, and they took all of that money, overdrew her account, and she can't work.
Yeah.
She's trying to get unemployment now. This is, she bought her home in 2007. She said that she talked to HOA's management, Century Management, and she told them what was happening. She had, about her diagnosis, about her not being able to work, and they said they still wanted the $350 annual dues, and they began accumulating when she couldn't pay. She said, "Can I at least just pay $50 a month, $100 a month?" And she said, I paid that all the way to November, and then she got sick again, had to go back to the hospital, and was not able to go back to work after that. And that is when they garnished her wages. Well. The management referred her case to the HOA attorneys at Dunlap Gardner.
Yeah.
They took $828.54 plus a $125 legal fee, overdrafting her account by $855.
Yeah, those are dirty dogs, but you know, decent people, the decent neighborhood probably would have gotten together and taken a collection or something to help her.
Let's say you owe, I don't know, $2,000 in HOA fees. They can take your house from you.
Yeah, they can put a lien on your house.
A lien on your house, which another resident says that she's paid the same HOA close to $20,000 in fines, fees, and attorney costs over the past 20 years of living in her neighborhood. That particular HOA is involved in at least 24 active lawsuits for unpaid dues, with dozens of liens filed on homes, and Fuller is one of 10 homeowners in the community with financial garnishments from January 23rd to June 25th. June 25. January 23, June 25. I can't even talk this morning. But this is why I don't think HOA should be allowed. I just really don't.
Like I said, you have the option to buy in a neighborhood or not buy in a neighborhood with HOAs, you know, so I kind of think that's kind of, you know, you don't have to get in a neighborhood with an HOA. I think a lot of people get in there thinking it's good, but then the HOA, you know, I can't think of the word for it, not the staff, but the people in the HOA, you know, they elect new people in, then they come up with different ways of enforcing the rules or different rules to enforce, and it can, you know, it can affect you negatively. So anytime you've got groups making decisions about your property where you're bound to their rules, it can get a little ugly.
She says, I don't know what I'm going to do. I did sign the contract, which is your argument.
Yeah.
But people can't help that stuff happens in life. We just can't.
Yeah.
And she's absolutely right. And there ought to be some provisions for that.
Yeah.
Not overdrafting somebody's account.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
just because you can. That just seemed like a bully move to me.
Yeah.
When they knew she was sick and did it anyway.
It's a crappy move.
Judge Caprio, he would have understood.
Yeah.
All right, it's 7:44. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we got to talk about that 18-wheeler that had that big accident that killed 3. Some stuff's happening with that, so let's talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
We are back. The time is 7:46. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Andy here with you this morning, and we are broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. All right, so everybody's heard about the big accident that happened in Florida with the 18-wheeler that did the illegal U-turn, and it killed 3 people. They are finding out all kinds of stuff. This is saying here that... He was arrested in Stockton, California on 3 counts of vehicle homicide. He entered the States illegally after his work authorization was rejected under the Trump administration on September 14th, 2020, back when he was in office the first time. However, he was also let in under Biden's thing, even after he got rejected. Oh gosh. And then, so Gavin Newsom's under fire for him getting an illegal CDL license.
Yeah. In California.
So the guy was here illegally. He had an illegal CDL license. He's killed 3 people. Nobody wants to take the blame for it.
Well,
but also, I saw a video, and I can't confirm this because I've typed it in every way I know how to do. I did see a video, I think Ricky sent it actually, that said that the company that employed him has got their license revoked, and they can't be in business and can't operate right now.
They pulled their license. I think he had a legal license from California, is what he had. That California issued him a CDL license to drive a truck with 80,000 pounds on it, and he couldn't read or write. He couldn't read the English language, so I don't know how you can drive a truck. That's one of the requirements. One of the federal requirements is that you have, you can understand and speak fluently the English language.
Well, this is...
So I guess he couldn't read that no U-turn.
Yeah, this says here, 3 innocent people were killed in Florida because Gavin Newsom's California DMV issued an illegal alien a commercial driver's license. This gut-wrenching tragedy should have never happened. My team will work with the U.S. Department of Transportation to root out and prevent these people from obtaining licenses from sanctuary jurisdictions that put Americans in danger. This is crazy. This is a crazy story. I don't know. Look, I just think California should just go ahead and just not be a part of the U.S. anymore. They've been threatening it. Let them do it. Bye.
Yeah, they won't leave.
Good luck to you is all I know.
They won't.
Let me tell you, if that ever happened, they would crash and burn so quickly because they have to have the federal government stuff to be able to run, and they're not going to be able to do that on their own.
Yeah, they're like I said, they'll mess it up on their own. You just let them have at it. The problem is we don't messing up the rest of the country coming down through here. This guy is also I guess they're putting him on a plane, and they're extraditing him back to Florida today. They're sending him back to Florida to face the charges.
So he did that, then he went back to California?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they decided, they didn't charge him, and he got out of Dodge.
Oh, he's back in Dodge
But
now.
he's coming back. Yeah,
He's coming back to
yeah.
Dodge.
Yeah, he's coming back now. So actually, the Ron DeSantis was speaking on that yesterday.
I want to know the name of the company that he was driving for, but it doesn't say anywhere. They've managed to keep their name out of the news. Other than that video that Ricky sent, that's the first thing I had seen or heard about him losing their license.
Yeah, I saw where they'd lost their license as well. They had lost they were pulling their license to operate as a business.
Ricky, he just keeps putting stuff in there. It's funny. All right, it is 7:51. I saw this is wild. There was people are just acting any kind of way now. Let's see that I put it on here. I gotta find it because I lost it. When my computer just so many weird things lately, and I'm sure it's me.
Yeah, I was about to comment on that. I'm glad you got in there on me.
So school's back in session, and where is this? Lincoln, California. It shows there's a video that's you've seen this.
I saw that this morning. Yeah.
That's circulating around that a student hit a teacher during a freshman class meeting inside the gym, and that has sparked concern among parents, students, and the community. He struck more than one based off the video that I saw. He hit one, kept slapping him, pushed him, kept going, wouldn't stop. So the school resource officer gets in on it after he sees the kid shove the teacher into the door.
Yeah.
He comes running from across the gym. He goes out that door, and all you see is body slam on the floor.
Yeah.
So now what do you think is going to happen? Who's going to be in trouble here?
Well, you know what? He had it coming.
He did have it coming. He absolutely had
He had it coming. We got all this, just like the guy in the truck. We got it all on video. We know what happened. There's no questions about it. We got this kid on video trying to punch a teacher. Got a teacher trying to hold him at arm's length to defend himself. We got another teacher over there that I think should have slammed him at that point, but he didn't. So the school resource officer comes running across the gym, grabs him, and I mean, slams him. And I'm sure somebody's going to say, well, he shouldn't have done that. You know what? Yeah, he should.
But here's the thing. The community is on the side of the teachers and the police officers so far. It says, the resident says, I applaud the teachers and I applaud the police officer.
Yeah.
The student was the one that was being aggressive.
Yeah.
And they were trying to grab him and hold him, and he kept jerking his arm out,
But
he
he was
had a
trying to
backpack.
fight him.
Yeah, he was. And he kept shoving him, and he trying to swing at him and hit him. So what are we supposed to do? Now, don't do that.
Yeah, that's what they want you to do.
Don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. And here comes the officer, and he's like, okay, enough's enough here.
Yeah.
Y'all can't do anything, but I can.
But
now, they're going to say that he did too much force. Look, at some point, you can't. No, you should not be beating children. I'm totally against that kind of stuff. But when it's something like this, and the kid is being aggressive, and there's two other adults that can't wrangle him down and make him stop, if the resource officer has to use some force, oh well, the kid needs to stop acting that way.
That's what he should have done.
Now, I know as true as I'm sitting here, the parents are going to file a lawsuit. I just know, I feel it coming. They're going to file a lawsuit against the school, the teachers personally, the police department, and the officer personally. It's going to happen.
Yeah, they should have covered him in silly foam to distract him, silly string just to kind of distract him, and then maybe they could have gave him a balloon or something, made him better. I don't know. Maybe gave him a bunny rabbit.
The school is Western Placer School District said they put out a statement. Yesterday, during a freshman class meeting at Lincoln High, the incident occurred between a student and a staff member. Actually, there was two, that resulted in increased police presence on campus. The situation was quickly de-escalated with the support of school staff and law enforcement, I'll say. The student involved will face disciplinary action. I think he should be expelled. Expulsion, face expulsion. Is what
Okay,
I'm
there
trying
you
to,
go.
What
Yeah.
am I doing? I'm tongue
You're
tied
making
today.
up your own words.
Lord have mercy. I don't need to interview nobody. The
Explode.
way I'm going, he needs to be expelled. Help! Somebody help me. And is the matter is also being addressed by law enforcement. While the incident was witnessed by a number of students, it was resolved promptly without further disruption to the school day. Let me just tell you, there was disruption to the school day.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody was talking about it, and
Oh, we're
nobody.
watching that video.
Yeah, absolutely. They say that the safety and well-being of the students is their utmost priority, and the behavior displayed in this incident does not reflect the values of respect, responsibility, kindness that the district upholds. The nature of this violence will not be accepted. We're trying to maintain safe, supportive learning environment. All the things you should say. They reached out to the Lincoln Police Department for a comment. This is not Lincoln, Alabama. This is Lincoln.
It's in California.
California. But still, I mean, at some point, I don't care if it's a kid or not, there has to be some sort of accountability.
Yeah.
And when you are punching, slapping, shoving a teacher, they ought to be able to, did you see the one where the substitute teacher was telling the boy, like, you better stop? He goes, I don't want to lose my job today. I do not want to lose my job today.
I didn't see that.
And the boy kept on, and he got aggressive with the substitute teacher. So the substitute teacher body slammed him and knocked the boy unconscious. Well, he lost his job that day. And the boy was the one that was being aggressive and the one that started it. But the adult is the one that got in trouble because he's the adult. And when it comes, and this student was bigger than him.
Yeah. If you want to man up on somebody, you better choose who you man up on, because he's liable to,
For real.
take you down. And he has the right to do it when you do that.
Yeah. The video is online. You can see for yourself, make your own, come to your own conclusions. But hey, at some point, teachers have to be able to defend themselves, and these kids are getting more and more aggressive, and it's getting to a dangerous point, I think.
Well, yeah, because nobody takes action. You've got to do something.
You gotta.
I mean, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it was time to take a break.
Yeah.
Finish your thought.
But no, kids know there's consequences. My kids know there's consequences. That's why they don't do things.
Exactly.
Because there's consequences. We don't pick on other kids. We don't bow up on a teacher because there's consequences.
Exactly.
Because if you bow up on a teacher and I find out about it and you come home,
Yeah.
I'm going to bow up on you, I mean.
Exactly. And my kids would always threaten to call DHR or 911.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, okay,
You know how to
here's
find
the
the
phone.
number? Here's the number.
There was one boy that was doing something wrong, and he started hitting his mom for taking his phone away, and she got the belt after him, and he called the police, and the police officer took his belt off and said, "I'll whip you myself."
Yeah, you had it coming, right?
I thought that was hilarious. He was like, okay, this is how you want to play that? Let me take my belt off and I'll show you.
Yeah.
All right, it is 7:59. We're going to go ahead and take a break, so I believe our guests are here, if I'm correct. And we're going to get them set up in here. We're going to have Mary Catherine Thorne and Lena Tudor. We're going to talk a little bit about Safe House and the different services that they offer. I am going to reiterate one more time that this is a sensitive subject matter. It has to do with I don't know how to say it, just violent acts against people and children, and what you can do if you need help. And so if that is a trigger for you, if that's not a subject that you want to be a part of, then you're going to want to not listen right now, because that's what we're going to be talking about. Because it's important. I think it's very important, especially nowadays. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will have the ladies from Safe House. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Andy broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Curvy Girls Boutique, created by a plus-size woman for plus-size women. We offer cute, comfortable, and affordable clothing in sizes 1X to 4X, including dresses, sets, swimsuits, jewelry, bags, and more. Our fabrics are soft, durable, and perfect for everyday wear. Shop online at curvy-girls-boutique.com or follow us on Facebook. Curvy Girls Boutique. Embrace your curves and feel confident every day.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts.
The Dive Cajun Restaurant is now open, located just off exit 205 in Clanton. The Dive Cajun Restaurant has a family atmosphere and a menu that offers the best Cajun food around, with plenty of options to choose from that's full of flavor. Fried alligator, gumbo, shrimp and grits, crawfish fettuccine, jambalaya, steaks, burgers, salad, and more. Open 7 days a week to serve you. Like us on Facebook for hours and menu. Serving up that Bayou goodness at the Dive Cajun Restaurant in Clanton.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
We are back. The time is 8:07. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy here with you, broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. So we have a guest here. We have Miss Alina Tudor. She is with Safe House. Is it Safe House of
Shelby County?
Shelby County. And y'all service Chilton County as well, or how does that work?
We do.
Okay. So I gave y'all a disclaimer earlier. We're going to talk about some sensitive topics that may be a little bit triggering for some folks, especially if you are a survivor of any kind of domestic or sexual violence. So that's what we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about the different services that Safe House provides if you or a loved one, family member has been a victim of this. So especially now, there's been a lot going on in the news lately. It seems to be that we hear about it more and more, and I guess it's because we have more ways to hear about things like this happening.
Absolutely.
You have social media, you have, the internet, the World Wide Web, phones, different types of social media too. Things are happening that you never really, when you were young and my age, you never really had to worry about or think about so much as you do now. And now it's touching a lot of different people, and they don't know where to go. They don't know where to turn. They feel lost. They feel scared, confused, all those things. So let's talk about Safe House and the different services that you have if something like this has happened in your family.
Sure. So our services are divided into residential services and community services, because sometimes victims and survivors don't need shelter, but they do need other kinds of support. So for community side, we have counseling and we have case management. We also have sexual assault nurse examiners for people who want to have the examination and forensic evidence collected. And we have an educator, that's Mary Catherine. She goes out to schools and different community agencies and partners, and she provides education. I think one of the greatest things that she does is she goes into the schools and she talks about teen dating violence. Then for our residential services, that's the side that I'm on. We offer emergency shelter for people who are in imminent danger or fleeing a domestic violence situation. And we also offer counseling and case management. I'm one of the 2 case managers at the shelter. We offer different programs for residents. We offer support for residents' children, of course, because we have a lot of families come in as well. And we do a lot with October, which is National Domestic Violence Month, which is coming up. So that's going to be really exciting and get us out there in the community.
Yeah, and a lot of people think of October just being Breast Cancer Month, but this is an important thing too, because this affects your life day to day, right now, and it's not something that you can take a medicine for and hopefully get better. This is something, if you're a victim of this, it stays with you forever. And you're a survivor from it forever. Let's talk about some of the things that would qualify as, because a lot of folks just assume that women are the only ones that are affected by violence, be it domestic or sexual. It can happen to men too. Young boys, young teenage boys, grown men, but they're probably not gonna talk about it as much as a girl would be more comfortable saying, this happened to me.
Right. So I think there's a lot of shame attached to it in general, and even women and girls don't come forward, but that's certainly the case for men too. And I'm really pleased to say that we have reached a few men in the community who have needed our services, and it's a different dynamic certainly, but it really warms the heart that they're able to come forward with their story and kind of go against the idea of being manly and I guess hiding your emotions and not showing anybody you have that kind of trouble, and men being able to be victims at all. And, they put their trust in us too, but we support everyone.
That's awesome. Let's talk about the big event that you're having in October. So what are you doing there to I guess you're having a big event?
So we have several big events. Throughout the month. We go out to various community partners, engage in some fundraising stuff as well, because that's a good time for the community to give us their support. We go out and basically put some faces to the name of Safe House and kind of give the wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you need help, here's my card or something like that. There are all kinds of activities, and it's a long month, but it's a good month for us.
Now, I guess it's been a couple of years ago, I saw a video that showed that if you are in danger, that there's a hand signal that you can use. Is that something that if you're in danger of being assaulted, of domestic violence in any way, you use the hand signal and somebody can know that you need help right then? Is that something that you promote, or?
So I've heard of different things like that. I've also heard of people calling crisis lines and saying that they need a pizza, and then giving their address, which we actually had a situation like that recently. That was interesting. I don't know of anything, any kind of signal or anything like that, but I think we're pretty well trained to recognize distress when we see it.
Yeah.
And people are a lot more open about it these days because of, the media and us getting the message out too.
I think that people who are victims of domestic violence or sexual violence in any way, they have a demeanor about them. When they're next to the person that's doing it, you can tell by their body language sometimes and how they try to move away from them, or they stiffen up, or they don't make eye contact a lot. And you can tell, some people, you can tell by the way they treat that partner, that they're the ones that are doing the abusing, but other times you can't, because they're the chameleons that everything's great and wonderful on the outside, but it's on the inside when you're in the doors, behind your own doors and your own curtains, that kind of stuff comes out. How do you encourage women or anybody that is a victim of violence in any way, to seek the help that they need? I mean, because it's a scary thing, because once they make that step out, because being a victim of domestic violence is something that it's shameful for. How do you get yourself in this position?
Sure, it's a stigma.
It's a stigma. And now, now that I'm in it, because usually the offender is the one that takes away, your self-esteem. They get you in a situation where you're stuck. You have no car, no job, no money, no anything. You're completely dependent on the abuser, and you think that once you leave, that you're not going to have anything, you're not going to be able to survive, and so you stay in what you know. How do you encourage anyone in that situation to take that chance and to make that call?
It's really hard because, as you've been talking about, we're fighting an uphill battle. A lot of it is shame-based. And of course, domestic violence isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's financial. It's not an event, we like to say. It's a pattern. It's a pattern of
Definitely.
behavior. And oftentimes what I see is our clients think they deserved it to an extent. I think there's that old meme or idea, don't make me hurt you.
Yeah.
And that's a big uphill battle to fight. This should never have happened to you, and that's hard for people because in a way they will cling to that shame as some way to control the situation. If I had been different, maybe this wouldn't have happened to me. So if I'm different, it'll never happen to me again, rather than it just being this thing. So I always react with kindness, which people don't trust at first.
Exactly.
Because kindness is suspicious when all you've known is manipulation.
Yeah, because that kindness is what got them in that situation.
Sure.
Somebody was kind. They showered them with gifts and attention and love and this. And then once they pull them in, they're reeled in already. And then they're already in the situation. And then that's when they can't get out.
Yep. And we call that love bombing.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
That's a pretty common manipulation tactic for people who are kind of edging you into that abusive situation. But it's really hard for them to accept that kindness. But when they do, it's like this blossoming. Because putting yourself in another's power is a big act of faith.
Yes,
And
it is.
our clients do that for us. And, we're there for them, and we show them that it is okay to look for that kind of help. Not everybody's going to hurt you. In fact, probably most people won't hurt you. That's a lesson that they have to learn over and over again. And it's really hard, and it's a process. Just like domestic violence is a process, the healing from it is also a process. I like to say you're never healed, but you're healing.
Exactly. Now, Andy, he is a single dad. He has a young daughter. He also has a son, too. So in his position, as a father, what are some things that you tell the dads? This is what you got to talk to your kids about. You got to talk to the boys about appropriate behavior. You got to talk to the women, to the young girls about appropriate behavior on what they need to, what is acceptable and what's not acceptable directed at them. Let's say this is in the news. Middle school in Odenville had some young boys that took a camera and were doing inappropriate things to girls at a school dance. You would think that kids by now would know don't do that, but they're kids and they don't really necessarily understand the ramifications of what they do. So as a parent, especially as a dad, it's a single dad, that's not a comfortable conversation, I think.
Right.
I think moms have a little bit easier way of doing that. We're more nurturing, but as a dad, what are some tips that you give dads on how to talk to your daughters about this type of thing?
You have to have that relationship with your children first, I think, which is difficult for moms and dads, of course, especially in the age of social media, where I think social media has gone to everybody's head. You get instant gratification. You get possibly the chance to go viral or be an instant celebrity. So it's gone to everybody's head. So it starts young, I think, and I like to tell them you have to draw the line somewhere. It has to be firm. It's not okay to push your sister when you're mad at her. It's not okay to get up in your brother's face and scream at him, because as we're really young and we see these things, they become normal for us. And it's a very slippery slope from that to, don't make me beat you. So it has to start young. It has to start total. we in our shelter don't condone spanking or physical punishment of any kind, just because, you know, that bleeds over, which I know is a controversial opinion in the South. You
It
know,
is, yeah.
I was certainly not raised that way myself, but I see the logic in it now that, you know, in my career as a domestic violence professional, I'm looking at these dynamics. You know, I see the wisdom in it that violence can't be the answer for anything, because ultimately, in some people's heads, it will become the answer to everything.
I get that mentality. I grew up differently, you know, I do think that there's got to be a better way, because sometimes the way this gets into a whole discipline topic. I kind of want to steer away from that, but I see the point in what you're trying to make, and you know, especially when you're trying to help people, there are guidelines and things that you have to go by.
Right.
To make sure everybody stays safe. All right, so let's talk about your events that you're going to be having. What are the different ones that you're going to do, and the dates that you're going to do them?
That is still in the works. We have a whole big committee planning
Okay.
those things. I know for certain that I will be involved in planning a big event for our shelter. We have one every year. It's sort of like a fall party. It always happens to fall in October, because that's when, you know, we're celebrating National DV Awareness Month. So we're going to do that and put on something really nice for the residents, and also some educational pieces. We will be doing national nights out where the community can go out and chat with their local law enforcement and stuff. We'll be there too, since we work with law enforcement a lot. I think we'll be posting a lot of that on our website and our blog. So stay tuned for that.
All right. Now, oh gosh, I lost my train of thought there, because I was thinking about the nights out. That they're doing some stuff here in Chilton County about sign up, and you can take a course with the police and do it as a civilian. It's really neat. Yeah. How many the shelter? How many does it house that can come there?
So we have over 50 beds. We are the largest domestic violence shelter in the state.
Wow.
Yes, some shelters are much smaller. We're very fortunate to have that space and be able to host a lot of families. So pretty big capacity for our little area.
Yeah. Now, when they're there, what things do you help them find jobs, get clothing, that type of thing? So what's the procedure when somebody comes to you?
So when they get there, obviously they have to have time to decompress. We're not going to make them sign any paperwork or anything while they're still coming off of that fight or flight reaction. And people can show up in pretty bad conditions, like from the hospital and everything. But eventually, when the time is right, we will talk with them about jobs, help them look in the area. There are sometimes educational opportunities for survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault that we can connect them to. And a lot of people come in there without a vehicle. We do have a community partner who has given vehicles to clients and families before.
Oh, wow.
It happens rarely, of course, because, you know, they don't get a lot of donated cars, but it has happened in my time there, and it's been a game changer for that family. So there's that piece. A lot of people come in with no clothing, no identifying documents and stuff. So we have community partners who can help with that. And we have some of those items ourselves that we can give them, you know, for a few days until we can get a big order placed for them. One of our most popular things is counseling. Of course, we have a great counseling program, both on the community side and on the residential side. And then what I do as a case manager is provide referrals to these community partners. We work pretty closely with housing authorities and low-income apartments and rental agencies, because, of course, if you need shelter, usually you don't have anywhere else to go. You don't have as many resources as some people.
Now, how long can somebody stay at what's the time frame for coming to the shelter and staying before you have to transition out into housing?
So we set goals, and as long as they are working on their goals, there's no real time limit. Sort of merit based, if you will.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to like what we're dealing with now out here in Bibb County, things with children, it's like a whole different ball of wax. Do y'all also assist in that as well?
We do. Children are, our secondary clients. And the greatest indication of child well-being is parental well-being.
Exactly.
So usually if we help the parent out, the child's going to thrive one way or the other. But then, you have children who see really horrific things and they need a little extra attention too. We have a child and family advocate at shelter who works with those children. I've seen her work miracles myself on children who were very closed off and frightened. You just watch them blossom, and honestly, it just brings tears to your eyes. But yeah, children are some of our most important clients.
Now, when you, I'm assuming you get grants to be able to run your facility, but do y'all take donations as well? And what
Absolutely.
types of donations do you accept?
We accept, of course, cash donations, but also working in the shelter, I see a lot of people donate clothes, which we usually need that, but especially hygiene items.
Okay.
That's a big thing for us. School supplies, usually around the time that school starts, backpacks and things like that. But it's usually, I think, those things that you tend to forget when you're getting ready to go on vacation. You know what I mean? So, like, definitely those hygiene products and stuff.
Yeah. Now, for the kids, when you get a woman or a man who's escaping a domestic violence situation, the kids usually come with nothing. No toys, no nothing. So do y'all accept things like that as well so that the kids have some sort of normalcy while they're there?
We do. I have been working for a while on spiffing up our library. So we do have kids books. We do have books for the adults and stuff. I kind of want to refresh the offerings though. And we did have a community partner approach us recently about doing like a family literacy drive for us and getting some books for parents and kids. So that's really nice. But yeah, we love getting stuff for the kids, especially around Christmas.
I was going to say, yeah.
We have community partners who will help us get together Christmas presents and stuff. But I mean, you have kids coming in all the time. We'll never say no to things that will make it easier for them.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to get out about Safe House that we did not cover?
I'll leave it at this. I'm really grateful for our team and what we do. We might cover only a little bit of the state of Alabama, but we get calls from all over the state and all over the country. And I think the work that we do is incredible. And for anybody listening who feels this in their bones and thinks that they might just want to talk to somebody about their situation, we're here 24/7. We will always answer the phone, and we will always meet you with kindness and grace.
All right. And if you are in crisis, the number to call is 205-669-7233. That's 205-669-SAFE, S-A-F-E. Or you can also, if you want to find out more information about all the different services that they offer, you can go to safehouse.org. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. And Mary Catherine was not able to make it because she had a flat tire. So I did want to throw that out there. Bless her heart. She called me in stress mode. I had a flat tire and I lost my phone. So
What a day.
bless her heart. We were going to have both of them, but we got Lena, and you've been great. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
All right, it's 8:29. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Andy and I, we still got some more stuff to cover before this day is over. We got to talk about Alabama and some students in the third grade. we're not doing so well with the third graders right now. So we need to talk about that. We will do so when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back. Curvy Girls Boutique, created by a plus-size woman for plus-size women. We offer cute, comfortable, and affordable clothing in sizes 1X to 4X, including dresses, sets, swimsuits, jewelry, bags, and more. Our fabrics are soft, durable, and perfect for everyday wear. Shop online at curvy-girls-boutique.com or follow us on Facebook. Curvy Girls Boutique. Embrace your curves and feel confident every day.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts.
All right, we are back. The time is 8:34. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. We just did an interview with Lena Tudor with Safe House. And again, if you are in a dangerous situation and you need help, their crisis line is 205-669-7233, 205-669-SAFE. Their website is safehouse.org. And they will help you if you are a victim of domestic violence or sexual assault. That was good. Thank you for them for coming in. We missed Mary Catherine. She had a flat tire on the way in, and she called me in a panic. But it's okay. We got through it, and everything's good. And we will be letting you guys know when they do some of their fundraisers, because it sounds like those are going to be Good deal. Okay. I was reading, we talk about different schools being in the top whatever as far as education and things like that goes. I saw a article that said that more than 4,700 students in Alabama have to repeat the third grade due to mostly literary
Reading
reasons.
skills.
That is, I can't believe that that's even happening in this day and
Yeah.
age. How is this? How? I mean, I know some kids just don't like to read, and my kids don't, but they can read. By the third grade, especially, that's a lot of kids in Alabama to have to repeat, and they got to repeat the third grade.
Yeah.
Because they're not able to read. What in the world?
They have changed the program a lot since you were in school and I were in school. And I have, and people's going to say I'm not being honest, but I know I am for a fact. I have seen kids graduate high school that cannot read, and comprehend efficiently, like a standard article or something. So, I mean, they need to hold these kids to get some of these kids back and get them to learn to read, because we're in trouble if they can't.
That's true.
Because we compete against all these other states and all these other countries. I don't want that stigma of kids leaving here and can't read.
I'm wondering if it's because of the way the curriculum has changed. They went for a long time to this, well, it was Common Core math, but then the whole way they were teaching, like the way they taught my kids growing up is not the way I was taught at all in any of the subjects.
Yeah.
It was way more advanced, and I think a lot of kids struggled more because of the way the teaching was. It wasn't, and I know we're trying to keep up with China because everybody over there.
Well, we're not keeping up if our
50
kids can't
degrees
read
or something, but they also don't give them a choice.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. You have to go. You have to do these things, and I mean, bad things happen if you don't. And we're America. That's not the way we do things. And I think we should worry more about whether they can read than whether or not they can do chemistry in the 5th grade.
Yeah, but we're worried. We get worried about certain kids, and I mean they just done things a certain way with us. If you were, and they do have some of these advanced and standard diplomas and things, and things like that. But now they want, everybody be included in every aspect and do good in every area, and not every kid's not cut out to do well in every area.
Some kids need a little extra.
Yeah, they need
help.
a little extra help there, and I mean they do. They provide them more help than ever, but some of the ways they provide more help, I don't think is beneficial to the kid.
Yep.
I mean, shortening a kid's test, is not always. It's beneficial to the education program, but is it beneficial to that kid to take a shorter test because they can't get it?
No, it's not.
I mean,
this says here that out of 55,930 third graders who took the ACAP reading exam in the spring, 6,470 scored below grade level.
wow.
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And then you had the 4,700 that have to repeat the grade. Third grade. I mean that. And here, repeating a grade at any age is bad enough.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think for some reason, about the time you're 9 or 10, I think it's really significant at that point when you're not pushed along with the rest of your classmates. That's a tough gig.
Oh yeah, yeah. You need to be. I mean, some people don't learn to read as fast as others, and they need to be. They need help, but they don't need to be given a easier book.
But no, and a lot of this is like when I was growing up, and I was like, I could read before I got in the first grade. I was
Mhm.
already
Yeah.
reading
Yeah.
on almost a third grade
Yeah.
level. But that's because my parents worked with me. My
Well-
grandparents worked with me.
Yeah.
They sat down, they spent time reading with me, not just to me.
Yeah.
And I think that has a lot to do with it too. Now kids have gadgets to keep their minds occupied, and they're not learning those
Right.
fundamental reading
Well,
skills that they need to be
The
learning.
parents have the gadgets too, and they're staring at
That's true.
stupid
That's
space
one
book
thing-
until midnight,
thing,
not
Jeff's
reading
daughter,
with their kids.
Yeah. Jeff's daughters, they're really, I noticed that they are so hands on.
Mhm.
They make sure that their kids, they do watch a little TV, but not as much. Graham loves to read.
Mhm.
Talia loves to read. Matter of fact, I fixed the playroom up. I got a bookcase that was down in the one of the spare rooms. Brought it upstairs. Every book that I could find in the house, and some of them were from when they were little. I put on that bookshelf, and Jeff bought some books too, because he loves to look at books. He likes to be
Yeah.
read to. He likes to look at the pictures. He likes everything about it, and Talia does too. And that was one of the things that they said for their birthday and for Christmas, they want
Mhm.
books. They want
Right.
them to be able to do those things. Graham loves to go to the library.
Yeah.
That's his favorite thing to do is go to the library and read. And he comes over to the house and he goes, "Can you read with me?" I mean, yeah, I
Mm-hmm. Well,
can. Sure
yeah.
can. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm excited that they're, and that's because the parents are not in their nose in the phone, and they don't
Right,
expect
yeah.
the kids to have a nose in the TV or the tablet.
Think about how the information age has changed all this also. Because if you and I wanted to know about, pyramids and, all the things, over there back when we were kids, how did we do that? How did we find that information?
Yeah.
You'd go to the encyclopedia.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had a set in their house just about.
Yeah.
And
You
they
did,
may-
your
they may-
neighbor did, and you'd use
yeah,
theirs.
you'd use theirs. Yeah, you may
Mhm.
have been 20 years old, the encyclopedias, but you would go get an encyclopedia out. You would find the one on the, pyramids. You'd open it up, you'd read that article. Well, now, and I'm guilty of this, we don't have to read that article. Pull up a video on YouTube, and we're right there.
That drives me nuts, though. I
Yeah.
don't like watching the video
Yeah, I love
on a
it.
news article. I want to read it.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I want somebody to
Really?
read it to me. Yeah.
No, I gotta read it.
Yeah.
I don't. I skip down if there's a video playing. I skip down to see if there's an article under it, and I won't pull it up if it doesn't have an article.
Yeah,
I gotta have to be
I
able
won't-
to read it, and I don't like somebody to read me something. Like if you're standing, I'll say, "Let me see it." No, I'm reading it to you. No, you're not. Hand it to me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna read it
yeah.
because I read fast and you speak too slow. I need to be able to read it myself. Barry raises a very good question. Does the ban on cell phones in schools also apply to the teacher?
No,
I don't think it does.
no. I don't think it does.
Because he says he thinks
Yeah.
they're on them as much as the students are. I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah.
I think when you're in class and you're teaching, your phone should be in a drawer somewhere, just like the kids need to be put up, because you're there to learn.
Yeah. Well, I think the kids are calling them out.
Mm-hmm.
I think the kids are calling the teachers out
You're
on
on
that
your
a lot
phone.
too.
Why can't it be on my phone? I can hear that now.
But I think this is one of the best things to happen.
Oh, I do too. I
Um,
think that is going to change, especially the older kids when you get
Yeah.
in middle school and stuff. That's going to change their learning.
Well, these kids need a break from this.
They do. They need to be in school,
Yeah.
learning, and not looking at a cell
right.
phone. You shouldn't be worried about what somebody's texting you. So and so said this or that or the other thing, or getting, whatever pictures you're sending, which are not
Yeah.
good. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and that's where the bullying comes in, is on social media, where they
Yeah.
have their phones and they have access to social media. I think it's great that they've been. I think it needed to be done a long time ago.
Yeah. I wish they would. And like I said, my kids have phones, but I wouldn't care if they passed a law and said kids can't have phones. I mean,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
know there's
they do.
mamas out there just,
Oh, I gotta be
we-
able to get my kid.
we made it.
Right.
all these years with no phones.
You had a wall phone in your house, but do they even like residential service for phones? Is that even a thing anymore?
I think it's.
I don't think it
pretty
is.
much nothing. Yeah.
I don't know a single person in my life right now
Yeah.
that has a phone at their house that is a phone, like a telephone that you pick up the receiver and you can slam it down if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know a single person that has one in their home now.
No, they wouldn't know what to do. Get all tangled up in the cord. We'd have so many disclaimers and hazards.
I'd be on the phone basically trying to do jump rope with the cords
Oh,
because
yeah,
they were
you'd
so
have
long.
those
They would
long
go across
cords, yeah.
3 rooms, the
Yeah.
other side of the house on the
You'd
cord.
have those really long cords.
Yeah, I completely agree. Teachers should be there to teach and not to look at the phones. I mean, if it's your lunch break, you're a teacher and it's a lunch break, and you want to go in the lounge and look at your phone,
Yeah.
and you don't have lunch duty, by all means, do that. But kids, they're there to learn, and they don't need to be looking at their phones all the time.
Yeah.
And if they've got the laptops or the what do you call them, the iPads or the
Oh, tablets, yeah.
Chrome tablets or whatever they
Chromebooks,
are,
Yeah.
if they have those, then they should be able to get everything they need, which I'm really not a fan of that anyway. I'm a fan
Yeah.
of a book.
Yeah.
Learn it, turn that page, read it, figure it out type of thing.
Yeah.
We would have, because I remember when we would say, okay, get your books out. We're going to do a test, but it's going to be an open book test.
Yeah.
And that was just another way to reinforce that you're reading and getting it, you know, because if you
Yeah.
talked about it in class and then you had that book and you could go back and refer, it might jog, hey, I do remember. I don't even remember what page that was on. Flip back to it. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just helps with the memory part, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It helps to review it. I have to print everything whenever I read job scopes or job estimates. I have to print it and read it. I can't read it off the computer.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I gotta have so that's why I do this. I could do this, the stuff that we're going to talk about. I could pull it up on my computer. I'd much rather hold it and look at it. But
Yeah.
I'm old school. Most people that are of young ages, probably like Baden, would probably rather look at it on a screen. Not me though.
Yeah.
I'm not that person.
He looks at his phone the whole time.
Oh gosh, I went over. Okay, it's 8:47. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, oh gosh, there was one more thing I wanted to talk. Oh yeah, people are more and more throwing temper tantrums in public. There was another one at an airport that we have to talk about. This one's a doozy too. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We're offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Curvy Girls Boutique, created by a plus-size woman for plus-size women. We offer cute, comfortable, and affordable clothing in sizes 1X to 4X, including dresses, sets, swimsuits, jewelry, bags, and more. Our fabrics are soft, durable, and perfect for everyday wear. Shop online at curvy-girls-boutique.com or follow us on Facebook. Curvy Girls Boutique. Embrace your curves and feel confident every day. We are back. The time is 8:50. You are listening to Morning Mayhem here with on Papa Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy here with you, broadcasting live from the Clanton Track Studio. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain's all over the place. Baden, tell me some stuff we need to talk about that I did not talk about yet. We got some events coming up. We'll talk about those real quick. We've got banger things, wrestling that is going to be coming to town, and it is coming September 6th. That's going to be at the Clanton Conference and Performing Arts Center on Laydown Road. Front row tickets are $25. Floor is $20. General admission is $15, and all kids $10. That is going to be some pro wrestling here. It says Odinson versus Derek Neal. I don't know anything about any of that. I don't know who any of these people are. I haven't watched wrestling in 100 years, it seems like. The King's Road Slayer, Derek Neal versus the first New South heavyweight champion, Odinson. So that ought to be interesting and lots of fun. I know lots of people like to do the local wrestling like that, so you can check that out. September 20th, we have Founders Day in Jemison. That is going to be there at the park, and it starts at 9 and it goes until 2 o'clock. So from 9 to 2 on September 20th. So you'll want to be a part of that. They just celebrate Jemison that day, which is a cool thing.
Yeah, that's good.
They'll have some vendors. They'll have music, some arts and crafts type stuff, activities for the kids, all kind of fun stuff.
When is that?
That is September the 20th.
New mayor will be there then.
New mayor will be in town.
New
Yeah,
council.
he or she, or be shaking hands or whatever.
Yeah.
Also, we have, let's see, September 17th, Chilton County Schools College and Career Fair. That's going to be at Jefferson State Community College from 8 until noon. To reserve a table so that you can talk to kids about their career, you're going to want to email Wendy Fortner at wmfortner@chiltonboe.com. And that is a Wednesday, September the 17th from 8 until 12:30, and that is going to be at Jefferson State Community College. So those are some events there. And then we've got, this is in October. This is also on September 6th. The Pride of Chilton County is partnering with Cowart's Cafe Craft Barbecue. They're selling barbecue plates. These are pre-orders only. $16 a plate. It includes a barbecue sandwich, mac and cheese, and baked beans. You can pick that up on September 6th between 4 and 6 p.m. But it does not say how you do that.
Or where to pick it up.
Or where to pick it up. Baden gave me this, so we're blaming him. And then in October, this is October 25th, the Pride of Chilton County Fall Festival Car Show and Fundraiser. That is going to be from 12 until 4. That's going to be at Chilton County High School. Food, fun, and vendors. They're going to have a car show. If you want to enter that, it's $25 per vehicles, and there will be trophies given away for various categories. Contact Amanda Ledbetter at 299-4948 or Ashley Clark, 6371. That would be a fun time. I love car shows. Love, love, love them. So these temper tantrums that people throw in public are getting the best of me. But this one here, I cannot believe this went on as long as it did. I would have had to body slam her. I'm not even kidding. This girl,
School resource officer.
yeah. She threw a tantrum in an airport. She attacked the airline staffer, smashed a computer, and kicked him. And people were trying to calm her down and grab her. And she, when I say going nuts, she went completely nutso. And she was tearing everything up. And apparently, she says that they canceled her flight, moved her around, got her and she was trying to go see her dying brother. She tried to get through in the gate after it closed. They asked her to stop, and she just had one sort of epic meltdown. This was in Orlando, Florida. I mean, she's nuts. I mean, she went berserk.
What led up to this? Was she late, or did they bump her?
Well,
or
it doesn't really say. She said 2 flights wasted, 3 planes after 45 minutes. I think something must have happened with the flight. But she throws a punch, and she hits a computer monitor TV, smashes it. It goes to the ground, chases the desk agent around, and then she kicks him. And they said it's not, we don't even know if she was arrested or not. It's just a video of her losing her marbles. You know, they had one not too long ago where there was a lady that laid in the middle of the airport kicking and screaming.
Yeah. And it can be frustrating traveling.
Sure, it can.
Just these airlines and changing flights, you know.
I get it. Look, I got stranded in Charlotte for almost 8 hours.
I think
Charlotte. It was like 6 hours. I was beyond frustrated.
I think Charlotte's the place where you just go to get stranded. Because I've been stranded in Charlotte.
Well, that was nobody's fault, though. That's the day that all the airlines got hacked, and they suspended all the flights.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, that was a mess, I'm sure.
They grounded the flights. That was nobody's fault. Nobody could do anything about that. Getting mad was not going to change anything. So I just got my little charger cord out, hooked it up to my phone, and I read a book. Literally finished an entire book and started another one while I waited. And I talked to people. Of course, I did that.
I bet.
Yeah. I tried to take a nap, but I couldn't find a comfortable spot. I was sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
No, in an airport that lots of people had trampled all over, feet, dirt, and all that stuff on there. But I mean, come on, some things just cannot be helped, and delayed flights are going to happen. That's just going to happen. Yeah. You got weather, you got other things that cause it. Especially if there's been an incident with the plane, maybe they had to check something, you know. But weather being the biggest one will determine whether or not. And it's not just because it's pretty in your area doesn't mean that the area the plane's coming from that everything's fine and dandy. So people just need to chill out.
Yeah, I mean, that, like I said, I understand. And some of these gate agents can be really, you know, they fall in that category we're speaking of earlier, where people's got a little bit of power and they're really going to squeeze everybody when they get a chance. You know, I remember seeing one a while back that's like, you know what, I'm going to bump him off the plane just because, you know. But then, you know, it goes both ways. I mean, you can't throw a tantrum like that. I'm not saying I condone punching anybody or punching computer screens, but I understand travel can be stressful, but that may be a little extreme.
Yeah. Well, the entitled people are what get me.
Yeah.
I'm going to need the window seat, and I'm going to need you to get up. I'm going to need you to move along is what I'm going to need you to do.
Yeah.
Because that's not – now, if you ask somebody – now, I did have somebody ask me, said somehow our tickets, the autistic child was in my seat, and her seat was way over there. Yeah. And she was like, you know, do you mind swapping seats? And I was like, I do not mind. I would never deprive somebody of sitting next to their kid. But I'm also not going to deal with anybody saying what you need to do is get up and give me your seat. Now, there was a lady who refused to get up and give her seat to a lady, and I thought it was just a jerk move.
Yeah.
But was she wrong? No, it's her
She
seat.
don't have to give up her
She
seat.
doesn't have to
no.
do anything.
No, she don't have to, but she don't have to be a jerk either.
If you want to be a jerk, I guess be a jerk. But then when you get videoed and blasted all over social media, it's kind of your fault.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want, but you are not immune from the repercussions of your
Yes.
actions. We need to
Especially
all learn
now.
that. All right, that's going to do it for us today. It's 9 o'clock on this Thursday morning. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. Stay cool out there because it's still 900 million degrees. Hopefully next week, I've heard it's going to get cooler. Crossing fingers that it does. Don't forget, our first ball game of the season is tonight in Thorsby. It's Isabella and Thorsby at 6:30. And then tomorrow night, it is going to be Maplesville and Fife in Montgomery at the Cranston Bowl. And we're going to broadcast live there tomorrow morning. We're just going to do the show from there. We're going to have a good time. You shaking
You
your
doing
head?
Isabella
We're not?
Thorsby? Doing Isabella Thorsby? Thought so. I figured you would.
Why are you shaking your head? Like I did something wrong. I said something wrong. What did I say wrong? What did I do? Okay.
I think you caught something there we didn't.
Well, he was shaking his head, but I didn't know if it was at me or you. So, all right, that's it. It's 9:01. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow on Friday. See ya.
Breaking